Boom, trade recap, trade recap. I'm gonna trade recap from the trade I took yesterday. No trade Monday, so no recap. And took a trade yesterday, which was Tuesday, got break even, so I'm gonna recap this, and then I'm gonna recap the trades I took today, which was 2 break evens today as well. Very unfortunate. But I did hit full TP after my break even, so we knew where it was going. Alright, but this one's kind of obvious. I think it was bearish and then bullish to a rebalance to an unfilled 15 we had. Was this candle? Yeah, the unfilled 15 was like this right there. Yeah, had stops at the body, SMT here as well, and we hit a unfilled 1 hour. I think we're trading an hourly and I think a 15-minute, I believe. Only reason, you know, accumulate, manipulate, distribute, kind of AMD model as well. We had the resweep with this accumulation. Pretty, you know, I'd rate this an A setup, you know, just to target this 15, but we are clearly still bearish, and this was a break even. Once we took out this internal high, we then got hit break even. So that was that. Yeah, just continue lower. Yeah, that would hit my full stop. But yeah, that was obvious break even. And yeah, I've been really patient this week waiting for FOMC. Let me play this shit. So yeah, coming into market open. Okay, let's do that. Okay, whoa, a little too much sauce right there. I'm gonna go over my first trade of the day today, which is a pretty solid trade, I'd say. Pretty good. It's just kind of really unrealistic targets. I didn't really know to target, and that's probably why it didn't work out or play out, you know, to come take out this LR. But I'm gonna go over my thought process and the reason why I took this unfilled 1 hour gap right here. So let's put that in mind, and I'm just being patient, waiting for that. Boom. So yeah, came into this one hour gap. I didn't really take nothing during AM, but this was honestly a really clean play. This 1 minute inversion with the CISD, and there's a SMT at these highs. Clockwork setup, I'm not gonna lie. But I have been really picky this week just because of FOMC. And just waiting for kind of just A+ clockwork setups that I will take. And this one to me was that. You know, we came into this unfilled. Like, the only thing I didn't like was the tap out of this 1 hour. You know, we still tap, like, we we went inside that 1 hour. I'm like, okay, like, I wanted it to dig more, but we don't have to. Genuinely don't have to dig more. I'm like, okay, what's the highest time frame out this leg? So there's no 1 minute, no 2 minute, no 3 minute. Highest time frame was this 4 minute. So I took this 4 minute inversion, had stops at the body of this 1 minute, I believe. Yeah, and we're creating this order block as well. I mean, but yeah, this was a 4 minute inversion. Okay. Yeah, this ended up, honestly, like, I literally could have had the 1-to-1, but I did go in with low size. And to be honest, like, the reason why I didn't close at a 1-to-1, I went in with like $100 risk. So like, but I had the mindset that I wanted to see TP like up here, or like, you know, I had confidence in all this low resistance liquidity to get ran. And eventually we did run this later on throughout the day, I believe. But no, I wanted to catch off of this. But honestly, like, the break-even point was already the 1.5 RR with my risk to reward. And honestly, if I went in with my regular risk, I could have closed out right there. You know, that's a pretty good, like, 1.14. That's a good RR. You know, but I mean, I went in with low risk, so I wasn't content with making that much. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, break even. But I rate this an A+, pretty much an A+ setup. This is the internal high. You could even TP right there. Pretty valid setup. 4 minute inversion after hitting a unfilled 1 hour gap. Look at the V-shaped reaction on the 4 minute. I mean, this clockwork setup. I mean, looking after, if we're not bullish, we're gonna take out this high, and then continue lower. And literally, that's what we did. Like, yeah. And then after that, I was just waiting for news, FOMC. Chop, 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 chop. And I was also honestly looking for some longs out of this because we also had another unfilled 1 hour, way more discounted as well. Just kind of looking for longs. I just didn't like how we were getting close to FOMC. And look how, the reason why I didn't take this long, honestly, I probably would have got break even out of this long. I wanted to see SMT at these lows, so I wanted to see ES create these lows, but with the ES we created equal lows with this candle, and I was like, bruh, I know I took some bullshit ass trade because I'm like, okay, this could be a protected low and this inversion could hold, you know, but I was like, I know I could have better setups with good risk, so I just didn't even take nothing, and we're about to hit fucking FOMC, so it's better not to take nothing. But look, we just started the buy side of the curve. After that, we just ran up from this point on where I wanted to take my inversion, so I know where the market's going, but if it's not going to favor my fill, I don't give a fuck about it, you know. It's literally, I mean, that's the way I've been trading now. And FOMC, look, we finally take out all this LR, I believe. He's like, it's fucking asking to get ran. Like, FOMC, boom. Took out all this LR, came into this hourly gap right here, where I wanted to see a rejection out of as well, you know. And boom, something valid. It was a pretty valid play. Was honestly, I mean, actually that R is fucking whack. I mean, let's say if I were to take a short, it would have to have been at that inverse. And I think at that point, it would have to be at that inverse with like a stop above here. That's like the only thing, and I would have taken it to what, these external lows. I mean, that's already a 1 or 2. I mean, that's good RR, to be honest. Yeah, literally, we fucking ran all. Literally, we had like more unfilled 1 hours, I believe, right here. We had a 1 hour intermediate low, I believe. Yeah, so this is 1 hour intermediate low. This is also aligned with an unfilled 15. Unfilled 15, and literally that's the lowest point we went. And then we started the buy side of the curve, or not the buy side, but I mean, started to get rejection out of that. But yeah, I mean, I marked these draws like this is precision, and this is where I took my second trade of the day. And with this is kind of discretionary. I wanted to take a continuation lower because I was still confident in this new low we created, and I wanted the condition to be this 5 minute, and this was honestly a deep retracement, but I was still confident in this just because we tapped into, we had the 5 minute changes, they were tapping back into this, we had this 5 minute rejection out of that too, but the highest time frame inversion of that leg for continuation was this 3 minutes. So once the 3 minute closed down here, I'm like, okay, I want my fill to be a little bit higher to come back at the inverse. I think my fill was like right here. It was better than this, honestly. Yeah, it was not that. My fill was, just get rid of that. Yeah, my fill was that with that body. That was my fill. I had a not alert, a limit order at that gap, and this was before we hit this break-even point. So we hit this break-even point, and then we hit my stop. But this is just manipulation to take out this LR and rebalance to this gap to then continue lower, in which we did. And full TP would have got hit 1 to 7, and it was a good trade. I just got break-even, you know, sometimes. But you know, I'm building this discretion to just let it run. It's a good play just to let it run. And honestly, there was honestly a good play back up. Boom, resweep, immediate V shape out of this. Resweep of the leg. Damn, wait, what is this low? I marked that out for a reason. Wow, we wicked out this 1 hour. This could be considered a 1 hour intermediate, actually. This 1 hour liquidity. And damn, I didn't even see that precision. I didn't even see we wicked that shit. Damn, I did have it marked out. Damn. I just didn't. I think I was off the charts after I got break even. I was kind of bummed about it, but this would have been, yeah, literally the 1 minute. This would be a fucking top ticker. Remove. Yeah, but this is, yeah. The reason I took this trade was just a continuation lower. I saw this 1 minute, but the highest time frame was this 3 minute, and I was just gonna be sure and be precise with it. What? I'm doing myself. What? What are you? I don't need it. I'm gonna do it myself.
Okay, I'm gonna take him to the
So tripping. But honestly, this would have been a crazy ass RR. I didn't take it, but damn. I think I had the level marked down, like what's the lowest point we could go until we get ball back up, and then boom, we had the resweep and hit this level. Damn, this. Let me get rid of all this. But yeah, the reason I took this was just a continuation lower, and it ended up playing out. You know, just sometimes you're gonna get break even. But damn, this would have been crazy as RR. You would have gotten with that 1 minute inwards, because that is the highest time frame. Break even at this internal high, and literally risk free trade. Let's say you're targeting this high, or even this high. I mean, you're already at a. I mean, might as well have it at the body. You know, same fucking thing. You could have hit it. You could have hit. I mean, I think we even went higher than this. Dude, you could have had. Could have fucking got a 1 to fucking 4 with that fill. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. But just good trades. This is like, look at the volatility we get. FOMC volatility. Literally the days before. Like, this is literally pre-market all the way up into Monday. FOMC drops. Market's gonna want to fucking release. You know what I'm saying? And look at this fucking clean ass price action after FOMC. And I mean, that was a what, fucking 1 to 4. Damn, pretty solid trade whoever took that. But yeah, and that was the recaps. 2 break evens. And pull the tops there. Don't let me log in. But yeah, just kind of being consistent with the week. This is the fresh Evo I did buy. So I started it on the 29th. I think I blew my account literally that day. I'm like, bro, I was over it. I was like, and I took a trade. Even this play ended up playing out as well. I'm like I took another trade. I liked them, but then I asked myself, like, should I even be taking this? Like, I already took my trades of the day. Like, yeah, it can fucking work out. And it was pretty much an A+ setup. I was like, bro, get out of this. Doesn't matter, because then it's gonna bite me in the back eventually. And then literally, like, I literally just made that decision. I was like, man, I'm not taking shitty setup somewhere. Like, I don't care. Like, at all. Don't care what it brings. Like I just kind of flip the switch. You know, I was like, I need to take only A+s from here. And Sunday was a bank holiday. You know, and I hit Monday 510 for like partial and full close. And then this day, literally, this should have been a winning day, honestly. Just like I messed up my analysis, kind of got caught up with internal price action. But this should have been, yeah, I mean, my second trade of the day after this was technically a win. But I break even, and my break even went straight to my TB, so I should have been up on the day. And then I took a shitty trade after that. And the 10 trades right here are just kind of like adding into positions. That's why, but like, look, like, oh my god, I'm just be cooking. And then Thursday, you know, green day. Friday, green day. Green day, Monday. No trade, but like I've just kind of been like consistent, you know, like if it's bad conditions, I don't trade it. You know, no trade Tuesday. Break even Wednesday. This is just the fees. Break even Wednesday. One trade Thursday. No trades Friday. Didn't like price action. No trades Monday. Break even yesterday. Break even today. And like, I mean, this is all FOMC, so it's like, you know, like I still like it, but these are gonna be break evens. You know, today I had a break even, but TP, you know, like I won on that trade technically, but I got break even. So just being consistent. I mean, that's what I've just been treating this new eval. You know, just A+ setups only. And I've just been really patient. You know, I've never had an eval where I literally just don't go that day. And these are like, I watch PM session too with these days. And it's been really consistent with that. But yeah, hopefully we get some good price action tomorrow and the day before. And tomorrow and Friday. Now that FOMC has dropped. But yeah, there goes the recap.